What's up? This is Tom. We're going to talk about what's going on with this slow MLB offseason. What's to blame? I'm going to do some venting. Just a warning here. If negativity is going to turn you off, we'll check you out in the next video here. I just got some stuff I gotta go over and just get off my mind. And I know this is silly baseball stuff, and in the grand scheme of things, it's unimportant, and the ball's going to keep rolling on, and we'll forget about this before too long. But I'm just really stuck on this right now, and it's really frustrating me. So I just kind of want to get this out there and hopefully vent a bit and feel a little better after this is recorded, to be honest. But if you're in a place, it's crazy times we're living in. If you're in a place where you don't want negativity, I just want to throw that out there first. Again, we'll check you in the next one. So we've got, the owners over here. We've got the players over here. And the front offices, they're kind of in the middle. However, they certainly trend more toward the owners. I mean, those are the people they work for. And fans, we are sort of on the outside looking in. But at the end of the day, that's what you get. That's what you get. So basically what's happening is the owners, they want something in return for the players wanting the universal designated hitter. Now, why is that important to the players? Well, it gets 15 guys some more money. Is it big money? No, it's not even big money. We're talking about 15 more DH jobs. Yes, like from a Twins perspective, that's going to impact a guy like Nelson Cruz's market. But if you think about like who's going to fill out these roles and how much money they're going to make, like for instance, a guy like CJ Cron was like a perfectly fine designated hitter. That guy's getting 1-year deals every year, putting up above league average offensive numbers. So like it's not like 15 more guys are getting Mike Trout's contract or something. It's really not that big of a deal. And honestly, I don't think the owners give two craps about whether or not the DH is here or not. The only reason why they care is they feel like if they give something to the players, they need to get something back. That's it. That's what's going down right now. And because there's all this uncertainty over that issue, of course front offices are going to be slow to make moves. Of course, it would be stupid to make moves, a bunch of big moves, before is there going to be a designated hitter that's universal? And what the playoff format is going to be. That's what the owners are asking for. Basically, the owners are saying we will agree to have a universal DH if you give us an expanded playoff like we had in 2020 with an extra round. Obviously, the owners want the money. Playoffs make money. There's a lot of money to be made. So you might think, well, why aren't the players interested in that? The players want to make sure, number one, that they're going to get their cut of that money. And number two, it's a concern from the players' standpoint. If 16 teams make the postseason, all of a sudden you are basically decentivizing. I'm juiced up, but it's only on literal juice. So the players are concerned that if you expand the playoffs, well, who's gonna, what incentive is there for teams to go out and sign guys and try to improve when 16 teams make the playoffs and it's essentially a crapshoot in the first round? Why is any team going to really try to go out and win a World Series when there's that much randomness involved in the playoff format? So, of course, that being the case, front offices have been slow to make moves. They don't know. Again, they don't know the roster rules. They don't know the playoff format. And now we don't even know how long the season is going to be. We don't know anything. So let's take a look at some of the reporting. This is the wheels are in motion on this playoff deal. As you can see here from Sports Pro, MLB and ESPN, they're already talking about broadcast rights to this wild card round. ESPN's contract with MLB for broadcasting expires at the end of this coming season, and they're already discussing this before MLB has really even cleared this with the players' union. And as it stands, the network's existing $700 million year contract. Tell me there's not money in baseball with a straight face when we're throwing those numbers around. So ESPN's basically saying we want fewer regular season games and more postseason games. Like, fine. Like, well, okay. You can't find another broadcast partner to pick up some more games and make some more money if that's what you're trying to do. Well, wait a minute. We know that they can, because here's another article that they link to in the article. Oh, by the way, the MLB and Turner signed a $3 billion TV extension in September in the middle of the pandemic. So this isn't a thing where we can be like, oh, well, stuff's changed. No. The expanded 7-year contract represents a 40% uplift on the network's existing deal. There is so much money in baseball. The point being is that MLB is already working to get this expanded playoff thing going. And what's really ugly is here we have a report from Bob Nightingale of USA Today. MLB union at odds on whether the start of the 2021 season should be delayed. And what it says here is that executives want players to be vaccinated before spring training. Hey, on paper, that sounds great. Why, though, were you okay with having them play this season before they were vaccinated? And give the players and everybody credit. I'm shocked at how smoothly things went, at how few guys tested positive, at how few teams were impacted. So it's not like it's not like the league has any reason to to make the players go through that prior to arriving to spring training. This just feels like another bargaining / money saving effort, because we know from there's sort of precedent now from this season that, it was a 60 game season. Players only got paid that prorated version of their salary to 60 games. So I can already tell you what MLB is going to try to say is, oh, well, we're only going to play 140 games or whatever it ends up being, and say, well, we're only going to pay you that much of your salary then. So we can already see the ball rolling on a bunch of ugly stuff. And it's, the players again have said, no, we're playing the full 162, which good on them. Because again, they showed that certainly there are risks. Players can opt out if they would like. But the players who participated in 2020, I think, did a really nice job and showed that, baseball in particular seems to be set up fairly well to get through the situation we're in here. So, but it just seems crazy that this has been the case. And again, this is Evan Drellich of The Athletic, if you want to check that out and support them. So this is us. Here we are. That's what baseball fans get. That's what we get. This league, these owners don't care about baseball fans. They don't care about baseball fans at all. It's just incredibly frustrating. And again, like I said, we have so much more going on in the world that's more important than baseball. So it might seem like this stuff isn't a big deal. And if you don't want to, deal with, keep up to date on all this trash, I don't blame you. But, one thing that I realized while baseball was gone was how much, having distractions like this can be helpful, and how much, being engaged in sports is a nice distraction, or a sort of almost a low risk, investment of your time and energy and passion and interest. Because at the end of the day, your team loses. It sucks, but life goes on. We're 0-18 in the playoffs. I'm still here standing. You're still there too. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be fine. Our team has been getting its teeth kicked in for years and years now. I'm just tired. I want baseball to be successful. I want the sport to thrive. I want to enjoy it. And to have Rob Manfred get booed mercilessly during the World Series of a quarter-filled stadium there in Texas. How is that not a wake-up call? How do you not see that and hear that and say, wow, I'm really unpopular. Wow, Major League Baseball as an entity is really unpopular. Wow, the owners collectively are really unpopular. What is it going to take? Is that the only thing that they're going to listen to? Is if more fans turn off their TVs, stop paying attention, stop going to the ballpark once that's an option. I don't know. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Yeah, this video was as much for me as it was for anybody else because I just needed to get that out there. But I mean, I feel like I've been through a therapy session myself. So thanks for listening. If you pay attention, if you pay really close attention, I'm interested. The other major sports, let me know if they have this garbage going on. If it's this big of a mess in any of the other major sports. We'll talk about something more fun next time. I apologize for bringing everybody down. But again, I just needed to get that out there. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again soon.